In this video, I will explain how to set up MCP server using Java. Imagine you have an AI assistant. Now imagine you want that AI assistant to read files, access databases, connect to company systems, fetch live information. How can the AI safely communicate with all these systems? That is where an MCP server becomes useful. What is an MCP server? An MCP server is a system that provides tools, data, services, information to AI applications using the Model Context Protocol. In simple words, the MCP server acts like a helper system for AI. The MCP server gives AI safe access to external information. Now we will see the real life example. Imagine a library. You ask for a book. The librarian searches for the book. The librarian gives the book to you. Now compare this with MCP. AI asks for information. MCP server searches the data. MCP server returns the answer. The MCP server works like a librarian for AI systems. Why we have to use Java for MCP servers? Java is popular because stable, secure, fast, widely used in companies. Large enterprise systems often use Java. For example, banking systems, insurance systems, airline systems, and business applications. That is why many companies build MCP servers using Java. What you need before starting? First, you need JDK. JDK stands for Java Development Kit. JDK allows you to write Java code, compile programs, and run applications. For beginners, Java 17 or Java 21 is commonly used. Next, you need an IDE or code editor. An IDE means software used for writing and managing code. Popular choices are IntelliJ IDEA, VS Code, and Eclipse. For beginners, IntelliJ IDEA is usually easier. You also need Maven. Maven helps to manage Java libraries automatically. A library means pre-written code that helps developers to build applications faster. What we will build? We will create a very simple Java server that starts the web server, receives the request, and return the responses. This helps you to understand the basic MCP server idea. Step 1. Create a Spring Boot project. We will use Spring Boot. Spring Boot is a Java framework that makes backend development easier. You can think of Spring Boot like a ready-made engine for building Java applications quickly. Step 2. Add dependencies. A dependency means extra software needed by your project. For simple server, we mainly need Spring Web. Here you can see Maven dependency for that. This dependency helps to create web APIs. Step 3. Create main application. Create a Java class like this. At Spring Boot application tells Java, this is the main Spring Boot application. Main method is the starting point of the application. Here you can see Spring application.run, which starts the server. Step 4. Create a simple controller. Now create a simple controller. A controller handles the incoming request. Here you can see the example. Here you can see at REST controller, which marks this class as the web controller. Here you can see at get mapping and inside that slash, which defines a URL endpoint. An endpoint means a URL where requests are sent. When you call this particular URL endpoint, it sends the response back to the user. Step 5. Run the application. Now start the application. Spring Boot automatically starts the server. You may see Tomcat started on the port 8080. Tomcat is the internal web server used by the Spring Boot. Step 6. Open in browser. Open the browser and visit this particular URL. You will see my first MCP server. Your first Java MCP style server is running now. Step 7. Add a simple data API. Now let us create a small API. And here you can see the example. And when you call this particular URL, this company method will be called. And the server returns the company data. For example, company name and employee count. How AI uses this MCP server? Now imagine a AI assistant connected to this MCP server. The AI asks, give company information. The MCP server fetches the data, returns the response, and helps the AI to answer correctly. Now we will see the real life example. An employee asks, how many employees work in our company? AI itself may not know the correct answer. The MCP server connects to database, HR system, and company records. Then the server sends information back to the AI. Now the AI can answer correctly. Now we will see important MCP concepts. First one, client, the system asking for information. For example, AI assistant. Second one, server, the system providing information. For example, your Java MCP server. Third one, context, extra information needed by AI. For example, files, reports, database records, and user request. Fourth one, protocol, communication rules between systems. Where Java MCP servers can be used. The Java MCP servers are useful in banking systems, insurance applications, enterprise AI assistants, customer support systems, business automation, and document management systems. Now we will see the summary. An MCP server provides tools and information to AI systems. Java is widely used for enterprise MCP servers. Spring Boot makes server creation easier. Your server can receive requests and return responses. AI systems use MCP servers to access live external data.